Alright.
Now it's time to get revenge on that segment. Oh no, wait, we've got to do some extraneous stuff before we can get to the Humvee.
Wait a second. The helicopter's already up there. Did you skip the Humvee part? Oh no, I think I don't think I'm remembering the order of events properly.
Yeah.
What? You're gonna stay here? Should I remind you that every second that goes by a civilian might
I'm
be
pretty sure they're fine.
That's the voice actor that was the scientist in Nightmare House 2.
Oh, yeah, huh.
He even uses a similar player model once you see him later on.
Later on? You mean the guy in the helicopter that's dead?
No, I'm talking about the guy that was just talking with the green text.
Dead?
What was it? Well, we said in part one that they share a similar pool of... Well, they share a pool of voice actors, and this is, like, in the same universe as Nightmare House.
It is, huh?
Yep.
This is an awful universe.
What?
This is terrible things keep happening.
Oh yeah.
And
you can't catch this guy, can't you? Or can you?
You can, actually.
Oh, okay, I just suck.
There's cyborg...
It's relatively hard to do so. Like, what you need to do is you need to chase him all the way to the rooftop and then shoot the explosive barrel that he runs by.
Oh.
But yeah, imagine in this universe, there's like cyborg mech people running around, breaking through walls. Then there's like infected people just like killing people.
And there's ghost people going around, haunted hospitals,
shitty governments,
a Russian cowboy.
Also, I love how these people just fall over.
I like how your sprint meter just gets deactivated for this part, but you don't seem to be in any more of a hurry.
Yeah, whenever that like cyborg man just like runs over the people, they just fall over in a really awkward way.
Oh, it reminds me of Heavy Rain.
Wally, I hope that you get him. I'm gonna be disappointed in you if you don't.
Whoa.
That's right. Boom.
T-poses his death. And that was his software resetting. Okay, so after that, I guess Jake has to reevaluate his understanding of the universe.
I remember, like, long before I played Prologue, I had that model as a player model in Gary's mod.
I just now noticed that was actually there was a ladder on the side of the roof, and I just now noticed it. Alright, I was actually kind of confused right here because I was wondering if I can go back downstairs because you could still see all the elevator buttons. But I assume that's just for like in case you don't get the guy.
Hey, you found out something new. I didn't even know that you can go back down the elevator.
I found that
That
out.
guy doesn't look like he's having a good day.
Oh wait,
but I lost
did you like
him
use
a couple
the ladder?
floors down.
Yeah, I used the ladder.
Ah.
What the hell happened? This is a war zone.
Today just gets more and more confusing.
Oh God, I'm so sorry.
Where's the body, man?
Time to grieve for Frank, but right now we have to focus on
Frank was a cyborg.
We got a full squad here with us.
He disappeared.
Open the fence to the parking lot and we'll storm
No,
whatever
Frank
got
was
there.
the... I don't even know.
Get that Hummer in.
I should stop conspiracy theorizing right now.
Oh wait, I don't think I actually showed the helicopter in this.
Where is the helicopter anyway? Is it behind the APC?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'll have to show that in the extras bit.
It's really great that they told him to only eat several foods at his police training, and now they're the only foods he can find. His house is probably full to bursting with pre-packaged sandwiches.
I wonder if in Chapter 2 they could make it so that if you find a microwave nearby, like, and you microwave like sandwiches or something, like it recovers twice as much hunger.
I hope they make it Monster Hunter style, where you just sit down and kind of fry it for a few seconds.
I swear, the controlling of the car in this is really awkward.
Yeah, I'm amazed they managed to they've managed to take Half-Life 2's driving and make it like 8 times worse. And I didn't even know you clipped through them. I drove like a goddamn Sunday driver on this part, and you could just clip through those pricks.
You can't clip through the enemies though. They seem to.
Well, you definitely clip them, but it's violent. I'm so mad that I drove carefully and tried not to hit those fucks. I should have ran them all down, but not. Oh, cool. It's the helium-stuffed cars.
If you didn't hear that NPC, he just says, "Huh? What the fuck was that?"
Oh god, I didn't hear that. That's
appropriate.
hilarious.
The closed captioning didn't get it, sadly. Welp. And there's nowhere to go but forward.
Yeah, you can't like climb over the thing or anything.
The first time I ever played this, I actually got stuck in the Humvee as soon as I got out.
This is actually my favorite section of this.
Yeah, it is. It's the hardest though.
I'd say it's the easiest because I work better in this kind of environment. I don't know.
I work better when darkness actually conceals you, which it doesn't in this game.
Hmm.
Yep. Fast forward time.
This is their AI at work. Elite battlefield tactics.
Well, I mean, to be fair, it's not like they had much places to go.
Yeah, true.
But, they could have just waited for you to come to them, though.
Yeah, they kind of have this place. The issue isn't we have to go to them. They have all the advantages there. But these guys are really proactive.
Yeah. They're pretty determined to die.
I don't know, maybe their best mate was the helicopter pilot, each and every one of them. So we can kind of empathise with the enemies from our point of view.
Right now, I'm kind of wondering how expensive it would be to have a secret underground office right now, because it seems to be pretty nice.
Yeah.
The guy who was behind this was really loaded, because he's not only got the underground office, he's got a whole load of goons. Goons with really nice helmets and assault
cannon
rifles.
Fodder is a more appropriate term for these guys.
Yeah, that's true, but I can imagine cannon fodder would still be pretty expensive. I mean, you have to first convince them that they're not cannon fodder. That's the tricky part.
Oh, well, who knows? Maybe they want to be cannon fodder.
Maybe. Actually, it seems that if in this universe, like, surreal ghostly entities and cyborgs are a real thing, I'd want to join a militia of men armed with assault rifles just out of defense. That seems like the logical option.
You forgot zombies and shitty governments.
Yeah, an armed militia seems like a really good deal in this scenario.
Well, wait a second. I remember, like, you're talking about when Matthew goes on, like, a whole Metal Gear Solid tier rant about, like, how government isn't even a thing in this universe, right?
I was talking about the fact that they have their, like, own militia that they're trying to, like, hunt you down with.
Oh.
But
because that moment, it may seem like a bunch of bullshit, but that's because it is. I remember MXD himself said that it was just Matthew bullshitting the team to like distract them from what started the conversation.
Huh.
Which is totally in character for Matthew when you think about it.
That was a really tense hostage standoff. You need this guy alive, don't you? Because, like, there's no chance of him dying.
No, I think he can die.
Okay.
Well, that was close. Okay, follow me. After we get the power back on, take you to the blast door down there. That's how you get into the complex. It's
Random first aid spray just rolling on the ground.
I also see that Resident Evil 4 is in this universe. Well, and sadly all the other Resident Evils too, but take what you can get.
Yeah, because, first aid sprays only exist in that,
That's what I,
That game.
in media, that's what I associate them with.
Yeah.
I actually kind of forgot this guy just kind of sits here cowering in fear until you turn the lights on.
There's nothing
Yeah,
worse than
just
terrorists
kick it
in the
open.
dark.
You know, that's how you get things done. You can't even take the door away. You gotta take the windows.
The broken window is nature's door.
Whoa, Jake, calm down. I understand that you like your mighty boot, but...
Hey, can I show it to you? Okay, I had a real problem on, like, when I was playing this. His AI got stuck, and I had to slowly nudge him to the objective, and at some point his AI just fucking kicked back in, and he ran off like, hey, fuck you. I finally remember what we're here for.
You really don't like windows, do you, Wally?
It's actually great. If we destroy all their windows, the terrorists will have to pay more to repair the place. We're bleeding them dry.
But it's not their place, though.
Oh, okay.
Or
Fuck
is
it, the government
don't know,
is...
Because, like, it seems like the transition from outdoor area to this underground complex is kind of weird.
Now,
don't
this
actually
just
know.
kind of... I don't get this bit. Like, I don't know, Did Jake just feel like being a fucking action hero all of a sudden? Did he just get the urge to have his own lobby scene?
No, I think it's that he's, like, pissed off about Frank's alleged death, and, you know, it gives him the strength to kill fucking everything.
If you couldn't hear, I was actually kicking during the cutscene.
Oh, really?
Yes.
You can do that.
Yep.
No, but, I mean, even if he was angry, you'd figure he'd get, like, from what he's been doing so far, he'd get angry in a more methodical sense.
Well, remember that, like, you know how I, spoiler, talked about how Jake has a hint of psychic powers of some kind?
Oh, yeah?
Stupid enemies.
Also, I love how the big guy in there said there's a raid coming, and there's a guy facing the completely opposite way.
Well, you wanted to hear what he said. But I like to think the terrorists left the two pistols there in the hopes that he would see them and have a stupid idea like that. Which Lawley is clearly defying.
Wow, that really backfired, didn't it?
Oh no, all we did was give him super slow-mo and a fucking shotgun.
How the fuck were we supposed to know that he would have super slow-mo?
How the fuck were we to know he'd have common sense?
Or a lack of common sense, at least.
Yeah.
He did go into a place where there's like 10 different guys in there.
Also, I
He
like how
wanted
that
to
guy
have
was.
his own personal Die Hard.
I like how that guy was on the second floor and he jumps down just to go on the first floor to attack you.
Yep.
Wait, you're just mad at this guy because he has no helmet?
No, this is like the big boss guy that was
Danko!
controlling it.
Oh, okay.
We've got to take Danko with us.
Oh.
Or just toss him off of the fucking...
And his death was ruled as a suicide. I both love and hate scenes like what's coming up.
What do you mean?
You'll see.
I like how you're just standing in this really obvious control room and you just kind of stand there not caring.
Well, I mean, they aren't facing in your direction.
Not to mention they aren't completely symmetrical. I give this performance a 2 out of 10. Like, one guy on the left should scoot over to the right. Yeah, scenes like this, they always fucking panic me for some reason.
Well,
But I like that, they work for that reason
why...
to me.
I mean, why is there sleeping gas in that room? I mean, did they just know that he would be there? Did they pour it in through the vents?
It's a containment failsafe in case one of the workers there got too
Okay,
uppity.
then what... That raises the question, what the fuck is that place? Is it the old place that they were talking about where the outbreak started?
Possibly, but that doesn't... But I thought the old place that the outbreak started was where the helicopters came from, because that's what Frank said.
And you arrive at the Underhell base in a helicopter then.
Yep.
So this might be the old facility.
So, the outbreak, the kind of virus that's in it, are some people just naturally immune to it? In that case,
Like
they just
Jake?
carry it?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. Okay.
It might have something to do with something that his father did.
Oh, cool.
You're dying of gas, and all you can think to do is just stack barrels.
Think about it. If the enemy breaks in, the barrels might topple and take them out, and we might survive.
Oh, I think I see what you're doing here.
No, I can't jump, unfortunately. I would try and jump on top of it if I could.
No. I mean, like, the cutscene that's coming up where, like, Jake goes into some kind of paranormal frenzy or something.
I wasn't actually trying to initially do that. I was just kind of stacking barrels, because the scene is long.
That would have been interesting to see, just like Jake smashing through that.
Also, the barrel just kind of gets stuck with him.
Those soldiers
See, this is another hint at Jake's supposed psychic powers there. Like, you know, what the fuck was that?
Also, those soldiers have really fast reaction times if they could shoot instantly at him.
I'm just more impressed by how Jake turns on a dime like that. It's like the fucking laser power up in Sonic Colors or some shit.
Also, I recently noticed this, but actually, those are the zombie bodies.
Oh.
They are, aren't they?
Yeah. I only just now noticed the ripple effect on the floor. It makes it like it's a goddamn pool of blood.
I didn't actually notice that either when I first played.
So, they sent Jake in alone to kill everyone, whether by serendipity... No, Jake really sent himself in, and a Humvee.
What if Frank sent him in? What if it was his idea the whole time? Because, like, you know, after you do the whole Angelo side story, you discover a few things. Especially, if you wait in the main menu long enough, it'll show a backstory in the pictures in the background.
Yep.
Oh. How much of the story
Frank
in the prologue
is there with a
ties...
silencer in one of those things.
Okay. How much of the story in Chapter 1 actually ties back into stuff that happens in the prologue?
A lot of it, I think. More of it is tied to the house, actually. Which, another thing about the house, you don't exactly know when it takes place, because, I mean, after you beat Chapter 1, a certain something happens, and it shows up on Jake in the house when you look in the mirror.
Also, right here, Frank's photo is actually still on the wall. Like, in the house, like when you originally start, it's still like in a drawer, but right now it's on the wall.
Oh, I never noticed that.
Okay, this game has too much shit packed into its story for its own good, and I'm saying that in a good way.
Well, it is the only game that I actually had like a legitimate discussion with my friends about after I beat it with them. I can't exactly say that about a lot of games these days.
Yeah, because like when you play it for the first time, there's like so much stuff you're trying to figure out, like when you finish it.
Another thing, her presence in the house. If you really think about it, she's probably keeping the guilt away and not really trying to hurt you. It's interesting to think about. Because, like, you never really see the guilt inside of the house. It's always in the backyard.
I remember when I was watching a live stream one of my friends was doing, but actually, you could see the guilt just outside, like, the yard, like, through a window, and it was actually kind of terrifying, because I was the only one who noticed it on the live stream.
Well, like, do you still have it, in recent broadcasts? Like, you should probably, highlight it.
No, I didn't actually live stream it. He did.
Oh.
But yeah, he was like just outside the fog as well. It's like so you could just see like a silhouette.
Oh, I think I know what you're talking about. Yeah, I didn't see him.
When I was going through house stuff, I was looking up on the wiki, and some guys actually put a list of common scares.
Common scares. Like, I don't think everybody's even seen all the scares yet in the house because of the randomized system.
It does kind of kill it a bit to categorize them, though, in some way.
Yeah.
But I can understand the point.
Honestly, I hate that like people look at the wiki because some of the best moments in the house were from shit that I did not expect to happen.
I kind of fucked up and did things out of order, so I was on the wiki to try and figure out a way to get around it, basically. I didn't look up anything beyond that.
Oh yeah, are you talking about the time where you had to go find like the clock key thing?
Yeah, and something had just gone really weirdly wrong. I was like, wait, what? And then it pretty much led to me getting all the keys in quick succession after I figured out the first problem. It all just kind of built into each other after that. Do you have anything to say? Well, my FOV's about to get fucked. I remember that much.
Also, this guy is ridiculously creepy.
Hmm.
Someone has to be held responsible for this. And judging by all the people
I just wonder why they assume that Jake is the one that killed everybody, because he was lying there with everybody else too.
Because it's like, there is a chance other people could have survived, but maybe they just, oh hey, I missed him, or something like that.
I don't really get it either. From a storyline perspective, it's just to get Jake in Underhell so shit can happen, but yeah, it's kind of like, it feels a bit contrived that... Unless there's something that happens later on that kind of brings it all back around.
Well, I mean, we don't have the other chapters to explain that away yet.
Okay.
I really look forward to Chapter 2.
Oh yeah, me too. I'll bet it'll be like an open world type deal, like the part 1 was, because you know how it's like Metroidvania like.
Yeah, this is one of the like points where I'm actually excited for something more than like Half-Life 3.
I have no hype for Half-Life 3. I'm sorry.
I just decided it's easier to stop caring until something concrete happens.
Well, the reason I don't care about Half-Life 3 at this point is because you know that since Half-Life 2 was a product of its time, Half-Life 3 will be a product of its time. And that's not a good thing right now.